So many times we talk about this idea of initiation and of going through this dark night of the soul. What I want to focus on today is this similar type of process of initiation, but I want to specifically talk about as a result as it comes to relationships. I want to start off with a story, and like many stories, it's a story of myth. It's a story that is not necessarily of a specific time, and so that it goes. It could be for any time period, and you can fill in the different characters because they just represent characters in the story, and then we can slip wherever we fall into this. So this is a story that has been redone, and I'm reading it from John Eldredge's book, Wild at Heart. Once upon a time, as the story goes, there was a beautiful maiden, an absolute enchantress. She might be the daughter of a king or a common servant girl, but we know she is a princess at heart. She's young with youth that seems eternal. Her flowing hair, her deep eyes, her luscious lips, her sculpted figure. She makes the rose blush for shame. The sun is pale compared to her light. Her heart is golden, her love is true as an arrow. But this lovely maiden is unattainable, the prisoner of an evil power who holds her captive in a dark tower. Only a champion may win her. Only the most valiant, daring, and brave warrior has a chance of setting her free. Against all hope he comes. With cunning and raw courage, he lays siege to the tower and the sinister one who holds her there. Much blood is shed on both sides. 3 times the knight is thrown back, but 3 times he rises again. Eventually the sorcerer is defeated. The dragon falls, the giant is slain. The maiden is his. Through his valor he has won her heart. On horseback they ride off to the cottage by a stream in the woods for a rendezvous that gives passion and romance new meaning. What I like most about this story is that it talks about this synergistic effect when 2 people come together. They both have to do their individual work. The princess, she is in her own self, in her true self, her authentic self, is that princess at heart. She's of a royal bloodline. But something has gotten a hold of her. We think of the sorcerer being an external thing. But what she's battling with, most likely, is what's happening inside her thinking. Her maybe previous experiences, or maybe there was a lack of something growing up. Maybe there was this wound that she is attempting to have filled by some external source. We think of the sorcerer as being this sinister one who holds her, but maybe how he's holding her is in her own fears. She may start giving up hope that it possibly can be different. She longs for a different life. But because she's been in the tower for so long and she hasn't seen the night come, she starts losing that hope. Her job is to continue to do her own work on herself, recognize that the messages that she has going through her head, that the sinister one has told her about, are not true. They're not of who she is, that she was born for something greater. Our knight, our champion, he also is born of something greater than himself. As he comes to the tower to fight the sorcerer, there is going to be obstacles in his way. This dragon is going to represent also his work, things that he hasn't faced, demons that come from his past, that bring up certain types of insecurities or past setbacks or defeats. The story says that he is there's much bloodshed, and that 3 times he's pushed back, but but similar to many things that we talk about, it's not about getting pushed back. It's not about blood being shed. It's about what do you do with that? You rise back up again. You continue to push through, not just for the princess's sake, but because that is the heart of a champion. Within all of us as men, there's three things that Eldridge refers to that long within us: a battle to fight, an adventure to live, and a beauty to rescue. Within a feminine heart, there are three things also within her heart that she longs for: a desire to be wanted and pursued, to be part of something greater herself, to be part of an adventure, and to unveil a beauty. This isn't going to come just because we come from a royal bloodline. This is going to come because we do our own work to fight for it, to long for it, to push for it, to discipline ourselves that when we get knocked back, that we rise again. When it looks like there is no hope, that we look within ourselves to see where does that light really originate, and we still long for that hope. Again, it all goes back to the work that we're going to do. We have to do our own work. It isn't going to just be given to us.